So, the MCU used to have a reputation of lacking in its villain area, but over time, it's gained a bit more success with characters like Loki and Thanos and Mysterio. Characters are now getting more. How would you put it? They're becoming a bigger part. They're becoming a bigger part of the pop culture now. Like a lot of the others didn't. So why do you think that is?
They have started having the villains say things where people are like, oh, that sounds like a nice thing to say. Well, this must be a sympathetic villain then. This must be a well-developed character then. You know, people were not really bonding with the original villains because they were trying to make them comic book villains where they just say, I'm evil.
That's a good point.
And then to fix that problem, they said, here's villains and we'll try and make them sound like they're saying something more relatable than we're evil. Once in a while, they'll have a villain and they'll make it good by saying, here's how we're going to flip the identity of the hero and have the villain respond directly to them. But I find that more often it's just, let's give the villain something that sounds kind of nice for them to say, and then people will buy toys of them as well as the heroes.
Yes, but it is a good point. It's like most of the MCU villains before the success of Loki and Thanos and others, they became very oversaturated with just the crazy businessman, the shady CEO who just wants to use the hero's technology to rule.
Let's look at like Thor and Loki, and then the Iron Man villain, Obadiah. I mean, they're both very similar situations. Like, here we've got these two, like, basically princes in their world. Like, one, they're super rich and powerful. One, they're super rich and powerful, right? The first one doesn't work because even though it's supposed to be Tony Stark flipped, and it's like, he wants all this, but he hasn't been able to get it there because he's not the chosen by society golden guy. Like, that's what they were trying to do, but they didn't explain that. They didn't show him at all. They just showed him saying, I'm evil. Loki, same deal. They both want the power. One of them can't get it even though he thinks that he should have it because he's not the society's chosen golden guy. But they follow him more, and he explains that. He doesn't just say, I'm evil. He says, I'm evil because...
I think another reason why these characters stand out more is they have, in terms of design, they're much brighter, much more colourful. And when you take like just a bold guy in a suit and put it next to someone like Loki or Mysterio, of course the more flagrantly costumed characters are going to stick with people's memories more.